Final Fantasy 15 is coming out sometime. Maybe, probably.
It is.
And some pals of ours, Greg Miller and Tim Geddes, are going to be announcing that at a big Final Fantasy 15 release date announcement on March 30th.
Yeah. I'm super excited for Greg and Tim. I think that's really cool. I think the concept of announcing the date when you're going to announce a date is really dumb. I think that's a really weird practice.
You know what's weird? Like, there was a couple years where that was common, and I feel like the backlash against it was so palpable that people stopped doing it, and then Square was like, not us.
I feel like it's almost like this game and The Last Guardian and maybe Half-Life 3 are like the three games that get passes for this sort of stuff.
I mean, that's true. Like, it is a big, and it is nice that at least we know. Like, it's like there's so many other things we're waiting for dates on where it's like, okay, like, we hope we get them at this event, and then it doesn't happen. It's like PSVR. Like, we keep waiting for, like, when are we going to get the price and date, and every press conference comes and goes, and we don't get it.
Well, it's always like, it used to just be a game would come out and you go to the store and buy it, and now it's like, okay, so now we're gonna do a countdown to the release date teaser website trailer,
which
leads to another countdown
pre-order bonus,
which will let you know when you can pre-order it, and the pre-orders start on this date, but then the release date's on this date. And it's like now every game, it's like 7 events.
You need like a master's degree to understand like, when is this game coming out.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of thing you drop 3 screenshots and people are going to tear them apart for hours. Like, it's just enough anticipation there that there's.
And I mean, that said, like, this event itself, I think, will be really cool. It's open to the public. That's rad. I think it's really cool that people can come out. It's in LA. It's not in Tokyo. Like, it's a Western event, which is cool. I'm sure, obviously.
We're gonna have a lot of cool stuff like backwards hats and skateboards and pizza,
all the skateboards,
electric guitars, all the stuff American teens are hot on.
Yep, trench coats.
Hey, I think Japanese teens like all of those as well.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They like they like charms for their cell phones, and they like the dancing games.
I think obviously Greg and Tim will make it really fun too. Like, I think it'll feel like a fun, like, lighthearted event. Hopefully there's new footage. They teased so there's an active time report this weekend, which is like their weekend update thing, and they did. They said there's gonna be another playable demo.
And we don't know whether that's gonna be like Duske, where it's like a slice that's not gonna be in the final game, or whether it's just going to be like, hey, here's a level from the game that you'll get to play when it comes out.
And they said there will be more details at this event, which is cool.
Yeah, and so also in that active time report, they showed a new 3-minute chunk of gameplay, which was actually really cool. It was the first time we saw fire magic get used, which was really cool because you're fighting these mechs, and it felt a lot like Metal Gear.
It's Metal Gear, it's so weird.
A stealth section with these giant mechs, and you're being all stealthy and doing stealth kills, but then when you get caught, it turns into this like awesome battle. They showed the new HUD, the battle system.
Game looks insane.
Looks insane, and also so much of that stuff was from old Versus 13 footage from 2011.
You know what's weird? Like 2 years ago, if you had told me like Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be one of your favorite games of 2015, I'd be like, no. And now I'm starting to feel that way about the new Final Fantasy, where I'm like,
this could be it.
I'm on board for this.
Yeah.
And this isn't me.
We'll be a bunch of real pretty men in a car together.
Yeah.
And you're going to just pull over someplace and have a nice snack by a campfire.
Yeah.
All of that sounds like amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And there's dinosaurs.
Yeah, there's dinosaurs.
You put dinosaurs and mechs in the same game with a bunch of dudes in a car? And no girls?
No, girls show up and then the boys get all real nervous. They get all
which is great. No, I think that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, they introduced another female character, actually. Ariana Highwind, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
Ariana Huffington?
Ariana Huffington is first female character. Yeah, she basically commands the army.
Yeah,
and she
Dragoon.
looks real. She's got a big, scary umpire mask on.
Yeah, what's going on now? She looks like a weird baseball player girl.
Looks like her face.
She's in Rammstein.
I think her face got in trouble and it went to jail.
Yep.
But the rest of her did not go to jail, so just her face is in jail.
Okay, because she looks like the wife in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. But yeah, I did a rewind over the footage. I talked for like 15 minutes and sort of broke down the battles and the UI and all this cool environmental stuff. So check
Go watch that.
We'll embed that. We'll embed that in this post.
Can you give us any spoilers and any little secrets you might have dug up in there?
We did some. It turns out all of these characters and things were in footage from 2011, which is crazy. And I point that out. Like all this stuff is old Versus 13 stuff, which is like slowly being reused. Cool. So yeah, the big thing is on the 30th, we're gonna know March 30th. We'll know when the release date's going to be. They say 2016. What do you guys think? Like what month do you think?
November.
November's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like they'll get away from November. I feel like they have to be earlier than that.
You think
What
so?
are you going up against right now?
Just all the annualized stuff. I mean, everything that comes every year. But I think
but
they
it's Final
know,
Fantasy.
they know that like they want to break through in the West, like especially like they want this to be big.
Right.
I think
September's
they'll.
a good.
Yeah, like September, October.
I'm thinking that September, like Metal Gear came out at that perfect time in September where it really didn't. And same thing, Destiny the year before, where like it didn't have a ton of competition for a month, and so it's like
gets your hooks.
Yeah, it gets your hooks, especially a big game. This game's gonna be probably 40, 50.
That to me, either that or take
hooks out, boys.
Either that or take that like Deus Ex spot in August. Like I think that they'll try and get this as early as they can.
There's no Fallout 4 shaped giant thing taking all the breathing room out of everything else. This
Yeah,
year.
but there wasn't.
Although maybe there will be.
I was about to say, we didn't know that there was going to be that last year.
I think this E3 is going to, I've said this like 10 times on the podcast, but I feel like this E3 is finally the one where I think we're going to get 5 games announced at E3 that all come out in the fall.
Really?
I'm
4
hoping.
of them are broken to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Complete trash fires.
Well, that's good
I'm
because
really
it won't,
hoping that we get-
it won't give them time to downgrade them.
Yeah, but I mean, like the prospect of the possibility of this fall, we have Zelda and a new Nintendo console, possibly. We have a new Mass Effect game.
No Assassin's Creed though.
No Assassin's Creed, but we're gonna have probably. What is it going to be?
Rainbow Six?
Rainbow Six was last. Wild.
No, what's the other one?
Ghost Recon,
I'm
maybe.
sorry.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
Ghost
if
Recon
Watch
Wildlands.
Dogs gets revealed.
Persona 5.
Yeah.
Persona. I mean, no, Persona 5 is going to be huge. Like, undoubtedly.
Yeah, I'm super curious to see how this falls into place. That's not great. But I'm like, I love that moment of like watching how like all the dominoes basically of like there's that insane thing where like a huge game comes out 1 week apart. I mean, this fall was that
Or the
for
same
sure.
day.
Or the same day.
When
Exactly.
Tomb Raider's like, we'll be fine.
Well, and I think
Also, Tomb Raider's going to come out again this
that's
year.
right. Tomb Raider's coming out again.
And Tomb Raider was the thing I was about to say though.
I hope
That's
they-
why I don't think Final Fantasy comes out in November because they just saw it happen with Tomb Raider. And
You know,
they're
it'd be
not
really
doing
funny
the same thing.
if at E3 Bethesda announces like a gigantic New Vegas-esque DLC for Fallout, and it comes out the same
That'd
day.
be-
as
Or
Tomb
it's like,
Raider.
That'd be horrible.
or like the next Elder Scrolls is coming out. It's like, damn it.
And Tomb Raider's like, it'll be
Skyrim's
fine.
revenge.
Skyrim's.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I don't remember.
That's fine.
I don't know. I think it was going to be good. Oh, I know what I was going to say. What are the odds that at E3 this year, little cardboard things and the badges are some kind of anime person from the Persona games?
Yeah, it always is.
100%.
Yep.
If we had little anime characters for the dumb dancing game, the dumb dungeon game, the dumb Goldfarb games, they're going to have one for the big
Oh, no,
old
it's
number
just
5.
like, hey, Atlas, where's your booth?
This
Why don't
is-
you look in your badge? it's right here.
This is going to be, I'm really excited for this E3 because if they have like a big Persona 5 booth and stuff, oh my God, it's going to be the best.
Wow, that's exciting for
Gonna
you
be the
because you
best.
love Persona so much.
Yeah, you have that cool dog in your desk.
You guys got your dumb Metal Gear year. Let me have my dumb Persona
Actually,
year.
our Metal Gear year was really weird. Konami booth was just this weird white box in the middle of a giant red carpet.
I hope your Persona year goes better than our Metal Gear year in terms of I hope its creator doesn't
We're having
get fired.
we're having a contest at E3 this year that if you cosplay as Marty Sleevo, we will give you $1. Just come up to us and say hello. We'll give you $1.
So many of downtown Los Angeles' finest homeless folks.
And a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Wow.
That's
Blue
nice.
Ribbon. That's the beer that won a prize at the World's Fair back when polio was still a big problem
Back
in
in that
this
one where
country.
the serial killer was going around Chicago and
Wow,
murdering
yeah.
everyone. Yeah.